Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to create a new project in your GoSadi Project Journal. You can make a new project from patterns that I love or patterns that are in your queue, but sometimes the pattern isn't on GoSadi yet. So you'll go to create a new project and start typing the name. So for this example, I'll show you a pattern I'm going to make, which is the Mellow Mood sweater. And once you start typing it in, you'll see you can pull the information. You get a photo. You can confirm that it's the right designer. It is in fact knitting. You can see the yarn that's called for in the pattern. You can change this if you're not using that yarn. If you're not using any of the yarn called for in the pattern, you can hit that trash can and you can edit and add your own yarn. I'll be using, actually, Asylum Fibers DK for this. And I'll be using Sparkle DK. And then I'll also be using Asylum Fibers because I love it. And I'll be adding in her Daft DK because I have some in my stash. So this is what I'll be making this sweater out of. I'm going to use the needles and it's got the gauge called for by the pattern. I can upload any of my photos as I am working through this project, or I can just start it right away with some notes. I'm going to make some private notes that say, double check gauge swatch with both yarns. Use MZN if, or say as an alternate. So that's just a note to me about the yarns. You can leave your notes anything that you want and say it to yourself. I'm going to create the project and I can decide, is it going to be synced to Ravelry? I do want my projects to go to Ravelry, so I'm going to check that box. And now I'm going to create the project. And there it is. I've started the new project, but see how it has no name? Let's fix that. So even though this is the Mellow Mood sweater, I'm going to give it a name up here, my new project. And I'm going to say Michelle's Mellow Mood. I'll save that down here. And now you can see it's Michelle's Mellow Mood project. That's the name. And you can see on the left, it's moved to my whips. Let's see if that's gone to Ravelry. There it is, Michelle's Mellow Mood. And you can see I've got some private notes just to me. I've got the yarns I'm going to be using and all of the details that came over from the sweater. And it's attached to the designer, which is really great. As makers, we want to support designers. So that is how you create and start a project in GoSadi and sync it to Ravelry if you choose.